Now, Ukraine's President Volodymyr Zelensky arriving in Japan this morning to meet with the world's most powerful democracies. It comes as the United States unveils a major policy shift when it comes to Russia's invasion. Jackie DeFusco is live in our Washington bureau this morning with new developments at home and abroad. Jackie.
Hey, good morning, Gabriella. Well, throughout this weekend, we're really seeing a show of strength from world leaders at this G7 summit aimed at Russia and China. Meanwhile, President Joe Biden and Republicans are still debating a deal to raise the debt ceiling ahead of a June 1st deadline. President Joe Biden tasked with a packed agenda overseas while trying to prevent economic collapse at home.
I still believe we'll be able to avoid a default and we'll get something decent done.
Ukraine's President Volodymyr Zelensky touching down in Japan on Saturday for diplomatic talks with G7 leaders, who are now announcing another round of financial sanctions against Russia 15 months into its invasion. In another new development, the Biden administration is now backing American-made fighter jets and training, a tool Ukraine has been urging the U.S. to greenlight for months.
All of the capabilities that the United States has proven to Ukraine come with the basic proposition that the United States is not enabling or supporting attacks on Russian territory. That will go for the support for the provision of F-16s by any party as well.
G7 nations also conveying a united front when it comes to increasing threats against Taiwan, the self-governing island China claims as its own. In a joint statement, leaders warned Beijing against accelerating buildup of its nuclear arsenal.
All of this designed to deter China, to discourage China from pursuing aggressive behavior that could destabilize the region. Big step forward for the G7, which has not talked so candidly about China in previous years.
And happening now, President Biden is meeting with leaders in the so-called Quad partnership on the sidelines of the G7. In brief remarks just moments ago, President Biden saying that this partnership is making a lot of progress on things like clean energy, infrastructure, and security at sea. That meeting initially was supposed to happen in Australia, but the trip was scrapped, allowing President Biden to get back here to Washington on Sunday to really focus in on those debt ceiling negotiations with this fast approaching deadline. Gabriella?
Well, Jackie, has the White House given any other updates on those negotiations while overseas?
Yeah, well, speaking to reporters late yesterday, the White House said that they remain optimistic and that they do still see a path forward to prevent a default. However, they did acknowledge that there are still serious differences, but did not elaborate on those specific points of division when asked by reporters, simply saying, we're not going to negotiate in public. Back to you.
Jackie DeFusco reporting for us live in Washington this morning. Thank you.